Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Inner Whisper, your sacred pause to return to yourself. I'm Vani. Thank you for being here, for allowing yourself to take a pause, to breathe, to listen, to take care of yourself. This week's theme is the art of trusting yourself. We started learning how to transform doubt. On Tuesday, we dared to unmask the critical voice. Yesterday, we took a step in rewriting our inner dialogue. And today, our whisper invites us to free ourselves from imposed demands. How many times have you felt like you're carrying an endless list of I have to or I should on your shoulders? Invisible mandates that push you to be perfect, to please everyone, to never make mistakes. Demands that seem to sustain you, but in truth, become chains that pull you away from your essence. Today, I want to invite you to look at those demands with honesty and tenderness and to discover that you can release them. Because freeing yourself from them does not mean giving up, but rather opening space to walk lighter, more authentic, and more at peace with yourself. From childhood, we learn to obey invisible mandates. Be perfect. Do it all alone. Don't show weakness. You're worthy if you achieve. Without realizing it, these phrases turned into inner demands that follow us like silent weights. The problem is, these demands often disguise themselves as virtues, discipline, responsibility, excellence. But beneath them, there is often fear fear of not being accepted, fear of rejection, fear of not being enough. We live under pressure to meet standards that are not truly ours, and we forget to ask, does this demand sustain my truth, or is it pulling me away from it? This is where discernment begins, learning to separate what is born of your truth from what is born of fear or external expectation. How can you begin? Observe the emotion that comes with the demand. If it is accompanied by tension, guilt, or fear of failing, it probably isn't aligned with your truth. If it brings enthusiasm, purpose, and lightness, then it might be rooted in what you truly are. Evaluate the fruit it bears. A demand aligned with your truth helps you grow and expand. A demand born from fear exhausts you, locks you in, and convinces you you will never be enough. Discernment is not about judging yourself, but about listening more attentively. Like learning to distinguish the sound of the wind from background noise. The more you practice, the clearer your path becomes. You release what is not yours and embrace what sustains your essence. Liberating yourself from inner demands doesn't mean abandoning growth or discipline or the people who needs you. It means living with authenticity, walking lighter, knowing you don't need to fulfill others' mandates to be worthy. When you release these commands, you discover a greater sense of freedom, the permission to be human, imperfect, changing, authentic. And there, in that freedom, genuine self trust begins to bloom. To begin letting go of those demands, I want to offer you 3 simple but powerful steps. Identify your inner mandate. Listen inwardly and detect a demand that repeats itself. Examples: I have to do everything perfectly, or I must never make mistakes. Write it down to bring it into awareness. Question it with love. Ask, where did this demand come from? Is it truly mine? Does it support me, or does it limit me? Recognizing that a belief doesn't belong to you is the first step to releasing it. Create a new permission. Transform your demand into a gentle reminder. From I have to be perfect to I allow myself to learn along the way. From I must never fail to my mistakes are also my teachers. Repeat this new permission throughout the day until it begins to feel natural within you. While we do this inner work, science also confirms the power of releasing self-imposed demands. Studies show that extreme perfectionism is linked to stress, anxiety, and low self-esteem. Self-compassion does not reduce performance. On the contrary, it sustains motivation with greater balance. Learning to release inner demands increases resilience and improves the quality of personal relationships, and most of all, the relationship with yourself. Let's bring this practice into our body with conscious breathing. Let's release all the air and get ready for our first breath of light. Through your nose, inhale deeply, receiving the lightness of letting go of what is not yours. And exhale, releasing one demand that no longer sustains your truth. Second breath, inhale, imagining new air, filled with freedom and calm. And exhale, letting go of the weight of perfectionism. Last breath, inhale, receiving the permission to be human, imperfect, real. And exhale with a big smile, resting in the peace of accepting who you are. Carry this peace with you, knowing your breath is always a door back to yourself. Today we remember that much of the weight we carry doesn't come from who we are, but from the demands we have learned to obey. Mandates of perfection, of control, of never failing. We learned that discerning between what is born of fear and what is born of our truth is the first step toward inner freedom. And when you release what no longer sustains your truth, you recover lightness, authenticity, and trust in yourself. As Christy Neff, psychologist and pioneer in the study of self-compassion, reminds us, constant self-criticism is not discipline. It's a lack of compassion. May this whisper be your reminder that you don't need to carry what is not yours. May you have the courage today to release the demands that weigh you down and the tenderness to embrace your truth without conditions. May you walk lighter, freer, and more at peace with yourself. Let these words guide you today. Choose less harshness, more tenderness, less mandate, more authenticity. And for today's mantra, let's repeat it together out loud or in silence. I free myself from imposed demands and embrace my truth with love. Thank you, thank you, thank you for listening, for taking care of yourself, for improving your life. And through improving your life, improving the lives of the people around you is an honor and a blessing to be here in the Inner Whisper. If this message resonated with you, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Inner Light Path. Leave me a comment. Let's connect. What inner demand are you ready to release today? Give it the thumbs up so this message can reach more people. And visit my blog on Substack at theinnerlightpath.substack.com. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Until then, love deeply, shine brightly, and embrace your journey.